to this, a TV/movie review with me, Actor Thomas. And this week we are going to be doing the final episode of Series 1 of Our Wiedersehen Pet, called When the Boats Go Out. Now, this episode starts off as the lads over in Germany have to make a decision. The German foreign workers have they have changed the rules, and all foreign workers over in Germany have to either register to pay tax and everything like that, same as German nationals, or they have to go back to their countries. So everyone has their own thoughts about this, particularly people like Wayne and Dennis, and they are umming and ahhing about what to potentially be done, because of course Wayne has his relationship with Krista to think about, and Dennis has also got his relationship with Dagmar to think about. Plus, unfortunately, he has his relationship with his wife Vera to think about as well in that respect. Some of the other lads are less difficult for them to make up their minds, a bit like Neville and Bomber, and Barry are quite happy to either go back to the UK or for Barry to go off to a different country where you still don't have to pay tax. So in that respect, they are quite clear on what they're going to be doing. Moxie and Oz, on the other hand, are a little bit more don't know what they're doing. They're still not quite decided. But the rest of the episode is you have all manner of things happening, such as their old rival McGowan comes back to haunt them, in the respect that just all manner of problems happen. He finds Dennis, who is sitting in a bar getting slowly more and more drunk because he can't make up his mind between either staying in Germany with Dagmar and being happy, or returning to the UK to Vera and the children and most likely being unhappy. So he's having to think about that. And McGowan starts causing problems, so in this pub, and ends up a big fight in which Oz gets very badly injured and has to be taken to hospital, where he needs a blood transfusion. And Oz soon gets very distressed in the idea that he has a German person's blood flowing through his veins, in which Dennis, with very quick thinking, has to make up a story saying that really what happened is it was Neville who gave him all the blood he needed, so he didn't have to worry about it. So, like I say, over the period of time, over this episode, Oz is trying to find out what Dennis is up to. Oz doesn't really want to stay in Germany if he has to pay, but he doesn't really want to go back to England to be with his wife either. And he's basically trying to poke and try and get Dennis to give him his answer. Dennis finally decides what he needs to do, and he says to the rest of the lads, look, I'll tell you in the morning what my plan is, because I think it's only right that one person, Dagmar, gets told first, which obviously very good. Dennis goes off and he tells Dagmar that unfortunately he will be returning back to the UK. They are both very upset about this, and Dagmar says if Vera hadn't come over to see him the week or two prior, would Dennis have stayed in Germany? And he said most likely yes, but he has responsibilities over in England and he has to honour those responsibilities. So, the day before they all leave has finally arrived. And Moxie, Bomber, Dennis, Neville, Wayne and Barry are all on the site waiting for that final bell to go, which signals the end of their shift. And as it goes, who do they hear? Oz. And all 7 of them are able to celebrate and have a few drinks. And they go off to the bar, have 1 or 2 drinks there. And then Dennis is like, right, I shall see you guys tomorrow morning. And everything like that. And he's going to spend one final night with Dagmar. All the rest of the lads go out on the drink that final night, getting rather drunk. At the end of the evening, when they head back to the hut on the site, their hut catches fire and destroys everything. Passports, everything that's left in there, all their clothes, all their possessions, everything like that, completely destroyed in this hut. Everyone is distraught, because obviously, even though Wayne was staying over in Germany to be with Krista, he's now lost everything. Barry has lost everything. Everyone else has lost everything. Even though they're going back to the UK, they've still lost everything that was in that hut. So, just as Dennis and Dagmar were getting themselves comfortable and enjoying themselves in the evening, there's a knock on the door, and it's Neville and the rest of them explaining to Dennis what's happened at the site, and can they stay the night. At the end, of course, the next morning, all the people that are going to go back to the UK, so that's Dennis, Oz, Moxie, Neville, and who else? And Oz. They're all on a ferry on their way back to the UK, reminiscing on what their time over in Germany has been like. This episode of I'll Wiedersehen Pet, when the boats go out, I'm going to give this a rating of number 2. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.